Hey, this is Jamey from Stillmeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanisms in the game Wildtails, A Pirate Legacy. This is a game from Button Shy Games, which means that there are only 18 cards in the entire game, but the cards are used in so many different ways, and I wanted to share that in this video because it's so clever how these cards are used in a number of ways to create an entire legacy campaign. So in addition to the 18 cards, there are some stickers. There is an app that's used very sparingly. We just used it for setup at the beginning of the first game of this campaign. But yeah, it's mostly just 18 cards. And so a lot of the cards, they do two things really that I think are really clever. And three, actually. One is that to show your progression on certain cards, so you can see this little track here, cards line up. So you can line up the cards like this to show you where you are. So let's see if I can get this right. So this indicates that you are in round one, and then you slide it over there, and you're round two, and so on. So it uses kind of a slider mechanism combining two cards to pair the round with different icons that are relevant for skill test in the game. And actually not just skill test, but a card that you reveal, kind of an event that happens at the beginning of each turn. So that's part of it. That's really cool. Another part is that, so that's one side of the card. That's the bottom of this card. Cards are also double-sided. And so there's a dual use of the cards. So these are completely different. These cards serve completely different purposes. This is like one of the bad guys that you're fighting against. This is like the bad guy of the first mission that you're fighting against. And then on the backside are events that happen that give you choices. One of the things that you can do in your turn is make one of those choices and spend a resource and gain a benefit for free. And when you do that, you take this card and you slide it under. So say I opted for choice 2, I would then slide it under my character like this, so that the top of the card kind of pairs with the card beneath it. So you're modifying this character card from then on. In addition to that, there's another slider in the game that's related to the objectives. Let's see if I can find one. So here's an objective. You can work on these objectives. Once you start working on an objective, you slide it under your character. Here's another slider in the game. Let's see if I can get this one right. I think we're going this way. So, and then you slide as you continue to work on that objective until it's complete. So it's using this combination of sliders, sliding cards under other cards like this, and double-sided cards that serve completely different purposes. The back side of this card is a completely different card, essentially, than the front side of this card, except that it has these bands on the edge. So for every one of these cards, there are 4 options, because this card can modify your character in one of 4 different ways. I think this is such a clever use of cards. Like, it's a really tight component space to work with for 18 cards, but it allows for multiple card types to show progress in the game without using tokens or counters or anything like that. You're showing progress using the cards themselves, and you're modifying your engine building using the edges of the cards. I think this is all really incredible how this pair of designers, Dustin Dobson and Milan Zikovic, did this. Really cool use of the cards and the mechanisms that emerge as a result of those constraints. I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but if you've played another Button Shy game and you've seen a clever use of cards in this way, let me know your favorite use of cards from Button Shy, or another game that has a tight use of cards. Let me know your favorite use of those cards in the comments below. Or if you've played Wildtails, feel free to share your non-spoiler comments in the comments below as well. Non-spoiler thoughts. Thanks.